First creation and fall of man, education of Mary and Liz and Zoan, the unity of life, Elihu's lesson, death is a ministry. In Manetho's lesson, after the feast we build with carpenter's tools on the life of Yahshua in the Muslim schools until Lamas explained the meaning of truth. Yahshua reveals sinful ways when they strayed from Ruth. At the feast in Bahar taught equality, and that between Allah and man is unity. Like Yahshua and Barada, we read scrolls sacred, using eternal happiness to clothe the naked. In Egypt, among Gentiles, tremendous works defeat the three temptations to examine your worth. Washing your hands, can't clean karmic dirt. Lying disciples didn't steal the body and split. When I left to appear fully materialized before Apollo and the silent brotherhood's eyes. Even in India, I appeared to Eastern sages, came back to the Americas to save the nations. Living in sin, where should I begin? No brethren, just this dusty book from the monks Tibetan. As Aquarian Gospels, I learned those lessons with a Moorish spirit spilling as the circle 7. Holy instructions and warnings to all young men. Marriage instructions, even duties of a husband. Holy instructions for children toward their mom and father's obedience. Holy covenant of nations Asiatic. Holy unity of rich and poor is in the attic. Master servant duty shall become a pleasure. Social duties by the prophet, Allah's treasure. Justice, charity, gratitude, sincere religion. Know thyself, inhale the breath of heaven. Speak the soul of man, reach the wisdom pinnacle. The instability of man is no miracle. In constant weakness, cause knowledge is insufficient. Lower self has the higher self in submission. Inconstancy and weakness, it caused misery. Origin of Asiatic, start of Christianity. After we left the capital and fulfill prophecy. Fallen sons of daughters, no hate, start loving me, your prophet. Without a rocket, meet you on the soul plane. Higher than Siphon, 7 lines of cocaine. You won't have to do that to hear me speak. Open your heart to the Most High, bump into a sheik. Fez might be red, black or blue. He might teach you about Bohemian Grove or Olokun. When I left to appear fully materialized before Apollo and the silent brotherhood's eyes. Even in India I appeared to Eastern sages, came back to the Americas to save the nations. Living in sin, where should I begin? No brethren, just this dusty book from the monks Tibetan. As Aquarian Gospels, I learned those lessons with a Moorish spirit spilling as the circle 7. When I left to appear fully materialized before Apollo and the silent brotherhood's eyes. Even in India I appeared to Eastern sages, came back to the Americas to save the nations. Living in sin, where should I begin? No brethren, just this dusty book from the monks Tibetan. As Aquarian Gospels, I learned those lessons with a Moorish spirit spilling as the circle 7.
Just want to say that you guys be careful out there, because there's some crazy stuff going on. There's people on YouTube that, like, act like they just really doing something, and they're not. They're not doing anything in real life off of the cameras. And some of these people probably selling paperwork and advising people on how to move, and you can't take advice from people like that, and especially if you look at them in their community and you see that they're not using their resources to get laws and things changed in their favor right there where they're at.
See, that's him. See, that's a troll.
That's the first thing that you should look at. That's the advice I would give to anyone out here, because there's so many people asking questions. What do I do? How do I declare my nationality? First things first. Okay, what type of have you been reading? Where have you been getting your information from? All right. Well, I say, wherever you're getting your information from, look at them. How they living? what type of laws, what type of statutes and things, what are they doing right there where they live at? What are they getting changed right there where they're at? Who are they putting in office? You know? What type of deals and structures do they have set up where they're at? Don't have that, they're nothing. They're not for real. You know, because it doesn't even take that long to start doing things like that. It doesn't take long. You know, 2 3 years. If you've been at it 2 or 3 years and you've got people, you know, real physical people, not just online, where you're at, you've got a group meeting or a temple or whatever you want to call your organization.
So-called Toronto City or City of Toronto, and we decided to try and clean the streets as best as possible. And what this showed me, happily so, was that there are some Moors that are interested in doing some work. And that played out today here on the streets, but I also feel that this was a representation, manifestation of what we need to do as a nation to get ourselves cleaned up.
So if you have a group and you know whatever type of organization and you've been doing it for 2 or 3 years and you're not even getting things done on a local level where you're at, you're nothing.
Faith was founded by this man, Noble Drew Ali, in 1913. Its main belief is that they are African Americans descended from North African Muslims, known as the Moors.
You're not for real. You're playing with it. It's just about sounding good and sounding smart to you. All right. And that's games. I can't even play around with people like that, you know. And I wouldn't even call out any names. I've seen some fakery going on. I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't get down like that. You know, these other clowns, they'll put people's name out there. They'll talk trash and do all this stuff. I wouldn't even do it like that, you know, because real people don't do that. But yeah, I mean, like wherever you're getting your information from, I would examine them and see what they're doing. Because like, you know, politics, laws, things like this on on a local level, they're not for real. You know, plain and simple. They're not locking it down right there where they're at.
Islam. So we're here at the first inaugural cleanup day, Canaanland, with the city.
Yep.
You know, jumping in on their campaign to do what we could do out here.
Yep.
But just wanted to get your thoughts on today. Just put your appellation on the record and what you get your thoughts on today.
Peace. I'm Tesba Bay, and today was beautiful. The weather cooperated immensely. The Moors came out in mass, you know. That's what I always say. You know, don't doubt Moors, because real Moors will do what needs to be done. And of course, there's always those who, you know, don't want to do. But we got a good turnout. Big up Set and Raw in Philadelphia, Philadelphia's Sheikh Moxum, because they had done a cleanup earlier. I think that was just off the spur of their own energy.
You can't help the world when you're playing around in race games, saying you're black but you're really brown. Doing only for self. Mama Earth needs help. Grandma's church, even DTs need help. What can you do? Don't worry about me. Hey, you got life's chores cause of Iron Chief 3. Been doing my part, building the mental arc for the Aquarian age before it start. Ask Prince Ali Mel Bay and Sister Zakina, who brought him to Toronto to wake up the sleepers. If you think not, you better go ask Daughter Griff, who's giving to yo hip-hop shock was a lift. Bobby Hammett came too, so did Boyd Graves. Respect and love you, though you died from AIDS. Just rent a library room, don't cry for space.
Even some of these people who call themselves sheiks, you know, who act like they're some type of leaders. When you really get to meet them, you find out they're silly. They're trying to rap, Okay, that's like the most disappointing thing. If you're like some kind of sheik or something, you're saying that you're, this type of person who's supposed to be taken seriously, and then find out you're trying to rap.
See, that's him. See, see, that's a troll.
It's like, really? Seriously? You think we need another rapper? Come on, man. Like, for real. Just being real. You know, if you had that type of mindset, it's not fun. It's not funny at all, man.
This is a homage beat.
L's hot, but get cold with this winter. My earth takes a break, quake cities off the cliff, down deep sea into mountain, continental shift. Your continent could drown or rip. There's more, think not. You don't know what I'm into, where I'm at. It's all in the mental, smash all instrumentals round me. It's all about my circle squared up with my nature. Fear not, love, bravery. Am I didn't make her, she made me to create her will. The home she in, shape her skin, contain her frame, no minor. She a major win, angel and grew up educated on the demons, veiny scaly wings, ranger paper bullshit, the mother cup of that. Got nothing to pack, Negro black colored, on the chopping block, still on the blocks, chopping whatever they rap, rob, recover the chop, the world's shaking. Still my words, you take it in, hear me speaking out your ear holes. How can you retain a quote? Stop, your brains bang, shot, but still you won't croak. Commander in chief, masters turn sheep at the battle. They stay chattel to eat, and wolf for my wife beats. At times a werewolf, they attack me and turn food for the garden. Pour water, make a black seed. Black male, black coat, black blue. Black list, black ball, black shoes. Black veil, black cheese, black news. But no such thing as a black man. Black male, black coat, black blue. Black list, black ball, black shoes. Black veil, black cheese, black news. But no such thing as a black man. Roses all red, green, gun, copper, shot, pop, bust. Then he left, didn't leave no weeds, no seeds. I'm his skull and his backbone ripped with his voice tone. Moms are saying a heartbeat, consanguinity though. Constant bork bites, now I'm civil. I get you with my pen, no more dog fights or scribbles. Enforcing treaties, I'ma cost you greedy. Dressed in costumes to greet me. You think you know how this gon' end? Really? Show the beginning. Apocalypse now, L, the dead don't know about the living. And why I can't kill them, and why I try to lift them. Stand, more mass don't make you a bigger man. It's mental. Just keep falling. Black male, black coat, black blue. Black list, black ball, black shoes. Black veil, black cheese, black news. No such thing as a black man. Black male, black coat, black blue. Black list, black ball, black shoes. Black veil, black cheese, black news. But no such thing as a black man.
Like, I mean, entertainers are court jesters, you know? So that's the type of goofiness though that we have going on. Am I back? Let's see if I was up here rapping, that wouldn't have happened. Let's see if I was up here rapping, that wouldn't have happened. Let's see if I was up here rapping, that wouldn't have happened. Talking about something real, YouTube trying to shut me down. We back. What's up? Are we good? Are we hood? What's up? Can y'all see? Can y'all hear me? I'm trying to be... Okay. See? You see what I'm saying? If I was up here rapping, if I was playing my new music, my new single, we wouldn't have had any problems, right? The signal would have kept going. We would have been streaming. We talking about the real issue, the elephant in the room, and the YouTube done froze up like 3 or 4 times, right? And that's what I'm telling you. Like some of these other people, like, you know, I can't name names. You know, I'm bound by the Constitution. I'm not gonna slander anybody. You know what I'm saying? But and then okay, we got Canaanland Moors talking about y'all sound scared, and it's like, I mean, whatever, dude. What are you rolling with? You know, I want to see how you rolling and see like what type of protections and things you got for real, because a lot of people on here talking trash, you know, and a lot of people saying this stuff because they're selling paperwork and they just trying to get their customers. They don't want anybody, you know, being real about it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying this stuff and they don't even have their own household in order. They don't even have their children. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have, you know, they're not even good. So I'm not going to go too far up into that, but like for real, ain't no scared over here. People don't even know who they talking to. It's in here too. So even within the Moorish community, those of us who are supposed to know better, we still have so-called leaders, you know, who are trying to rap, you know, trying to be entertainers.
In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. Learn your foreparents' ancient divine creed. Since 1913 I've been planting the seeds. Enemies planted, agents, I had to leave. I know it was abrupt, but bear with me please. Among the many teaching, man have 2 selves. These are lower and higher. You want the one that justice breeds. Uplifting the Moors, be yourself is what you need. Ancient forefather didn't salat on their knees, not even under his own vine and fig trees. Fell to slavery for abandoning divine creeds. Denationalized since 1774. Now you hurt others with hands, tongues and thoughts. Confused at the roads when you see them cross. The object of Moor's life is to unfold, of course. Islam doesn't teach we were born in sin. If unlimited capacities can be found within, humanity has been left at the mercy of those who in them have no mercy. If only Allah guards the Moorish movement, the faith in your prophet, please don't lose it. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. Coming as he did with a national message, many disrespect and don't get the lessons. Following the speakers, not the words spoken. Connected to the higher powers, all wires broken. This is our prophet and there's none left. False prophets point followers to the joys of death. Circle 7 says Jesus but means Ben Yosef. Where you find Allah, we know the heart is closest. To find a real prophet in these days is rare. Most propagate a faith to have the people in fear. Together we stand, divided we fall. prophet said, study the Constitution, cause law is all divine and national principle specific. His call to all loyal and faithful Moors is specific. Most made our prophet suffer severely in the past, waving banners with the claims of a national flag. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. If you have race pride and love your race, join the MST and you must make haste. If Europeans help, then why not you? I'm your prophet, who you think I came here to redeem from the slavery state that's mental. Get off your four legs and out the kennel. This field is open to strong men and women, willing and seeking the kingdom of heaven. Lack of sincerity is in the churches. Lack of truth makes all religions worthless. I took a red pill and blue pill to know the ledge. Tree of life ciphers dance in my head like sugar plums. If you're sick, lime and a shot of rum. New wine and old skins will have you wasting some. Tried for many years, they still blind and dumb. Standing on the corner pushing crack and crime and guns. Hanging at high noon, a star called sun, bleaching the sellouts' bones dry, and they asking why. Schemers walk and traders grin all the time. On the high road, I watch them fall for the last time. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be. In the name of Allah and Ali, Islam to all, join the MST. You should hear about birthrights and nationality, for you are not Negroes or what you claim to be.
You remember the last meeting? I was speaking about religious freedom. I was speaking about how if America said mass vaccination of smallpox, how we could say we don't want to get it under religious freedom. Right after that, didn't the president announce mass smallpox and vaccination, everything? So it's just showing you we got to stay in tune with the times. The prophet also said, quote, prophecy number 57, he said, quote, watch the newspapers and listen to the radio. I am going to make the European tell the truth. So he's saying in the last days, listen carefully. What you hear in the newspapers, what you see on the news. He said because he's going to make them tell the truth at that time. And if you listen carefully, you could distinguish the truth from what they're saying.
I didn't even like when I first got exposed to this Moorish information, I was already conscious and looking for it. It was brother Elihu Pleasant Bay, Swift Angel. Peace, shout out to him. He's the first person to ever tell me we're not Negro, colored, or black.
Okay. But it's difficult when you can walk through the different territories of these United States, knowing you own the land and your own people won't even wake up and claim it. That's hard to carry that. Okay?
Yeah, just two things. One thing, everybody who's present today, I'm telling you, coming from a 14-hour bus trip, right? Write your name down. Register with the national government. In Canaanland, I call Pleasant Bay, talk to him about the Moorish American national government, and receive my divine minister's papers.
All right. And that's pretty much, that's like the first time I see a fez. You know, I never saw people with fezzes walking around, and you still very rarely see it. Yeah, that's why one thing I do, like, make sure we do, like, my wife wears a turban, I wear my fez. Maybe not all the time, you know, but yeah, they come on here looking for customers.
Disrespecting the mother Ras Mariah Bay. Wrap him up like double crochet, the barbed wire way. Throw him off a bridge or feed him to the piranhas. Yellow journalists more spread nothing but propaganda. Idi Amin Bay, treat the temple like Uganda. Dirty Moors like foreigners, crush the dust like ganja. Not worthy of being Moors, we call them dirty Nehesus. Solomon Seal spell command 72 demons to get you.
We never talked, we never built on the side. You could get at me on the side and we could talk. So, you know what I'm saying? I could see where you really at, if you really real. Because I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're legit. I'm legit. I would suggest go to a temple, you know, because there's gonna be all types of people. You know, I had to block some of these people to like the Canaanland Moor dude. He would have hit you up if they was in here, like with his email, like get at me, I'll take care of you. You know, probably be trying to charge like who knows how much. But I'm saying like you gotta avoid that, man. People trying to get over. Looks like you selling paperwork, and then you always on the channel trolling, looking for the fraud is the one who's selling stuff. I'm not selling anything, so y'all always on here looking for customers. I would stay away from people like that personally, and yeah. So anyone pushing that paperwork, basically, go in the other direction. Somebody said they ragamuffins. I mean, I'm not gonna call them any names, but like I said, they don't build with me on the side. They come on here to troll for people. They looking for customers. They like, hit me up. Here's my email, because they trying to sell something. But if you know, my advice is see it for what it really is, man. These people are just about entertainment. You know, if they always trying to call people out, just trying to do something, they calling people's names out because they hoping something goes viral. They don't know what's gonna pop. Right? And that's weak. And then for the people out there, got the Moorish Guide out. What you talking about? The newspaper?
Dealing with my trust issues through vigilance, active Moors are militants, SPLC dirty Moors call that sovereign citizen, lying for views.
Canaanland Moors, they always on here trolling because they looking for like customers.
They notice all the empty pews. Benz need gas and fixing, but not enough dues. Pigpen Bays sell you out for peanuts, claiming that we nuts for teaching birthright street level, keeping it beat nuts.
To any members of the MFTA that's out there listening to what I'm saying, please get it through your head. I don't have a problem with the MFTA. I got issues with
Keep it Kendrick Lamar, stay surrounded by feathers. Dirty's guilty of fraud if Drew Ali scrutinized their ledgers. Getting proclamations from Morocco disrespect us. Corporate city only recognize people's court jesters. Hand in their back, Moorish puppets and minions. Never get the human rights recognition like Moors near Virginia. Commonwealth, for active Moors knowledge the Commonwealth. Dirties claim more, but really on the straw man health. Authenticating a birth certificate, that's not significant. Civil little more two status syndicates. In more face, watch them two more status Indians claiming Turtle Island are lying so intricate.
long days and long nights. But this message needed to be heard.
Looks like you selling paperwork, and then you always on the channel trolling, looking for the fraud is the one who's selling stuff. I'm not selling anything, so y'all always on here looking for customers. I would stay away from people like that personally. On that note, I'm out. Peace, Moors. Catch y'all next time.
You spray his ass. Pain is the best teacher.